I'll share some with you. I've brought to this, I have the worst stage fright in the world. My wife will attest to that. So I wrote this on my iPad as the technology guy. So I might break up, I might break down and start crying. So just bear with me. But President Kaplan, I want to thank you for inviting me to the board. I learn more now, and I feel like I'm back at school in a very positive way. It's the most tremendous experience I've ever had as an entrepreneur. You start a lot of small companies. I am as my friends call me, a consummate entrepreneur. I'm always thinking about the next deal. What we could do. How can we make this a company? And the formality of that, of being on the board, and I kind of crack up sometimes when I hear about, can I second that? And all in favor say aye. And a lot of times on a small business you go, aye, okay, I'm going to do it. Here I am, doing it right now. This is me. I'm doing it. Drives my wife crazy. But the University of New Haven has done a lot for me, and I'm very thankful for it. And this place has changed my life tremendously. I cannot believe what we've been able to accomplish, and I'm so proud to be part of the Board of Governors. And Sam Bergamy, I look at you every day, and I think one day I want to be like Sam. He's an amazing man. I know he looks at me as this little punk kid who's way too big, and I overshadow him all the time. But I love you, Sam. It was a guy who really influenced my life. It was Coach Palmer, who's part of the NFL, as well as Tony. And he said to me, he said, if you want to be a pro, Dave, you got to act like a pro now. Don't wait till you're 25 years old. Do it now. You want to act like a pro, be like a pro. A pro is somebody who's responsible for their own behavior. A pro is somebody who's going to take ownership of what they do in life. A pro is somebody who, if you got to go to a meeting, early is on time. On time is not on time. And they always see that in the pros today, if anybody in this room follows football, and I know some of these tables over here do. So it was really neat. And Karen and I had run into Coach Palmer about 10 years after my graduation in the Houston airport when he was in Houston. He said to me, have you given back? And of course I wanted to brag to him and say, hey Coach, I'm doing great. My business is awesome. I'm making all kinds of money. And he said to me, that's great. Are you giving back? And I said, what do you mean, Coach? I'm still trying to build a business. We just had a couple of kids. And he said, have you given back? And it was a very profound type of situation. And I said to him, well, what do you mean by giving back? And he said, if you give back, it will change your life forever. And I didn't really think about it at the time, but Karen and I got on the plane and we went home, and I said, man, that guy's changed my life in so many ways, I can't even begin to tell you. And I think we spent the next couple of days talking about Coach Palmer. And a few years later, I'm in my office, and Bill Leet calls me. And for those of you people who know, Bill Leet was the athletic director back in the day when I played football here. And he said, we're putting a football program back together. And I thought about it, and thinking about going through everything that we went through playing ball here, and it's this kid from Edgewater changes stars, And I'm thinking, wow, they're going to put this program back together. I hope they're not full of crap, because I'm willing to stand up. And, my first reaction was, yeah, that sounds kind of cool, but I'm not so sure. I'm not so convinced. But Bill, in trusting Bill, and I know President Kaplan has a way of putting people in the right place at the right time. And Bill came to see me. And I said, I'm in 100%. I'll do whatever you take. And then Pete Rossmano called me, who was one of Tony Sperano's disciples, who's near and dear to my heart. And I said, I'm in. Whatever it takes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put this program, I'm going to help you guys put this program back together. So Bill said, you know, obviously we need some money to put this thing back together. And so I stood up and said, I'm going to do it. And what can I do? I can't write $1 million check. But taking advantage of Tony Sperano at the time, it was the same year that Tony became the head coach of Miami Dolphins. So I said, you know, I can obviously donate a little bit of money, but I could probably do one better. I could probably get all the guys that I played with years before, years behind me, and maybe we can get them all together. And collectively, we can maybe raise a lot more money than me just being able to write a check. And, you know, down the road, obviously, I'd love to write a check, but, you know, I'm still building stuff, you know. So we did that, and 4 years later, here we are, or 5 years later, here we are. And Pete's put together a tremendous amount of effort, and University of New Haven football went to the playoffs this year. It's my wildest dream come true. And I'm so proud to be part of that. And again, I'm going to try not to cry. It's a big old muscle head. There's another couple of people I'd like to thank, and I'm going to try not to cry here, but here I go. To my dad for teaching me the meaning of hard work. Growing up as a boy, my dad's had 2 or 3 jobs his whole life. He'd get up at 4 a.m. to deliver milk, and that was his first job of the day. And the second job of the day, and after many other days, was to put on an insurance suit and study insurance, got certified, and became one of the top insurance salesmen in Mutual of Omaha worldwide, which impressed me. And my dad's always been a very smart man. Just had a couple of tough deals in life, but he persevered and he got through it. My dad's here today, and I thank him for coming. But when I graduated, so my dad impressed me so much, and I'm sorry I'm taking so long, but my dad impressed me so much that, and I realized that I had the same skills that he had. And I went to work for Mutual of Omaha with him. And the poor guy spent the next 3 years tutoring me day and night of every little single regulation that was out there. I'd call him on some random Tuesday night, hey, Dad, I'm like trying to close this deal. Like, what do you think about blah, 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 blah? And he'd be like, oh, that's, the New Jersey law says yada, 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 yada. So I'd like spout some BS, some crap, and the people would write their check, and I'd be like, touchdown, baby. And so it's kind of cool. And I'm forever thankful, and that helped jumpstart my career way past anything I could ever imagine, and was able to save enough money, Karen and I, to get married and start a life together. My sister Dar, whose grace and smile makes me smile every day. We have such good times together, and I love kidding around, and I love you so much, Dar. My sister Kathy, who's a ball of fire. If you met my sister, you'd understand. She is, she's full of love and passion, and I can't thank her enough. She's one of my biggest fans in life. And my cousins and my brother-in-law, Rick, you guys are awesome. I grew up in a household of women. 2 women. I got married. I have 2 girls. God loves me, absolutely. So my cousins and my brother-in-law, Rick, and Craig, my cousin Craig, who actually, you know, wants me to mention everything about Craig tonight, but Craig and Jeff and AJ, who I feel like he's more like my little brother, but thanks for being supportive of me. I love you guys, and thanks for coming. You guys are awesome. To my daughter, Nicole, you make me so proud to be your dad. You make my job look so easy, honey. You're an exceptional student, an exceptional athlete, and you take life adversities that have thrown us lately, that something I don't know if any kid could ever comprehend. But you took it with grace and character, and I love you so much for it. Your great personality and that little Coley smile and that sparkle is unbelievable. You light up a room when you walk in, kiddo. I love you more than ever. I'm going to have some major separation anxiety when you go away to college this year. But thank you for getting accepted to a college in Florida that's prepaid. To my daughter, Mackenzie Rose. Mackenzie has 1,000 nicknames. She's a ball of fire. Rosie, Polly Pockets, Kenzie, Kenza, Mac, and my favorite, my blue-eyed sunshine. You're so full of passion, kiddo. I love you more than words can say. Your personality is so electric. I'm so proud of you. You're such a great student. You're an exceptional athlete. I remember just playing on the soccer field with you when you're 4 years old, and you just have this fire in your belly that you just want to be the best. I have no idea where you get that from. But I know your passion, and you'll take that passion and be very successful. You also have an iron will that Mom has a little bit of challenges with lately, but you will go so far in life, kiddo, and stick with it. God's blessed me with 2 beautiful girls, and I love you girls both. To my wife, Karen, this is going to be the hard part. I've been lucky so many times in life, but meeting you is the luckiest moment of my life this kid from Edgewater could ever have. You're my best friend. You're my biggest critic. You're my biggest fan. You're my life coach. You've taught me so many communication skills beyond my wildest dreams. I know I'm not easy, to say the least. We've had so many ups and downs in our past 25 years, and I know through all the adversities, it's not been easy. But we've gone through so many good times, more than bad. I love you each and every day. Thanks for helping me grow as a person, as a husband, as a father. And when I think of success, I think of the family that you and I have built. I'm so proud to be your husband. Thank you for allowing me the countless hours that I've spent away from home to do all the business crazy ventures that I've ever had and continue to have. Thank you from this kid from Edgewater who helped change his stars. And as the song goes, when I'm a ship lost at sea, you save me. You're my true north, and I love you more than life itself. That's it.